Hello and welcome to this second part of the 1000-Year Reign Explained series, Binding Satan, Part 2, Satan is Dead. First, we will describe what we are talking about. What is Satan? Then we will look at death, how Satan died. So what is Satan? Well, the Hebrew ha-satan means accuser, adversary. In Numbers 22:22, Satan is used as a noun, describes an adversarial role or function. The earliest explicit mention of a person named Satan is in the book of Job. In Zechariah 3 and in 1 Chronicles 21, Satan is an accuser in a heavenly court. He's an instigator of actions against God's will, but he is not yet defined as the manifest expression of evil. In the book of Enoch and the Testament of Solomon, we have the ascription of evil as a distinct, malevolent entity and entities, and we see this development throughout Second Temple Judaism. In the Apocalypse of Moses, we get this connection then between Satan and the serpent in Genesis. The serpent of Genesis being described as a beast of the field initially, but this concept grows as Revelation progresses. In the New Testament and early Christian thought, we see in the Gospels Satan portrayed as a tempter, the ruler of demons, and linked to possession and sin. In the epistles and Revelation, Satan's role is expanded to an arch enemy of God and deceiver of humanity. In Revelation, he is a dragon and serpent who leads a final rebellion against God before being defeated. Now, some consider Satan a concept, not a person. They might compare the temptations of Jesus in Matthew 4 with these other temptations. In this conceptual way, the hypocrites are a brood of vipers and sons of the devil, instead of a literal way. However, in the narrative, Satan is very much posited as an adversarial character. Now, whether that's anthropomorphizing or reification, you can decide and debate in the comments. Either way, it dies. So we have these two depictions. We can speak of a malevolent spiritual entity or a miasmic constellation of evil will expressed in man. Now we come to look at how Satan died. The first death is often regarded as physical death. The second death is likened to a lake of fire, a place where death, Hades, and Satan are destined to end. We must hone in closer to the concept and the quality of death that is being dealt with in the scripture. From Genesis 2, Matthew 8, John 11, clearly we are not discussing physical death. Clearly, a spiritual dimension exists. We can see how the process of sin produces death, and how this death is to be shut off from the presence of the Lord. Another convincing way to see the death of Satan in its proper time is to look at the language regarding the gospel going out. We see that the express purpose for Satan to be bound is for the gospel to go out, to prevent the nations from being deceived. It is after this point that he is loosed. Satan is loosed for a short time. So the gospel went out. We see this in the scripture to every creature under heaven, to the ends of the world. We also consider in Revelation 1:1 that this is a book of things which must shortly come to pass. And in Revelation 22, we see again language signifying the imminency of fulfillment. So from this we can conclude that Satan was killed in any sense of the conceptualization of Satan. As a malevolent spiritual entity, we can see Satan was bound, was loosed after the gospel was spread for a short time, and then destroyed. That short time would be between 66 and 67 AD. Or, if you conceptualize Satan as a constellation of evil will expressed through man in some abstract sense, that too was destroyed with the temple and the priesthood, freeing humanity from the hypocrisy within which that satanic spirit lived, free from the blind leading the blind to be made twice sons of Gehenna. The scriptural narrative is clear. Satan would be permanently separated from God. We see that in 2 Thessalonians 1. Satan has been progressively revealed and characterized as the embodiment of evil, was bound, loosed a short time, and destroyed. It's what the text says. The case makes sense. However, I do have an open mind, and I am willing to be convinced otherwise. You may have a similar view but want to express it differently. You may disagree entirely and want to share your idea with me. Please do share it, not just with me but with everyone in the comments section. Thank you. Please like, please subscribe. There is more to this series to come. Thank you very much. God bless, and I will speak to you all again very soon.